Welcome back again to another video, guys. Now it is the wedding season all over the world right now, and we'll be looking at a lot of would-bes becoming couples in between days coming 5 to 6 months. And obviously a lot of you all will be looking forward to call over your other half in Canada, either on a Canadian PR, a work permit, or a simple visitor visa. But currently you're in a dilemma on whether you should be outsourcing all of this sponsorship related stuff to an immigration lawyer who are more experienced and knowledgeable in this field than any other regular layman, but at the same time charge thousands of dollars for a single application. Or should you do this all by yourself and eventually save yourself tons of money? I know everybody would like to consider the second option, because who doesn't like saving money, right? Everybody does. Even the official IRCC website suggests that they do not require you to use an immigration consultant or lawyer, and hiring one in the first place does not guarantee the approval of your application. So why do people still hire them? The main reason behind this is the lack of time. Everybody's already busy working their own regular jobs and barely find little to no time for themselves, let alone working on a whole full-fledged sponsorship application. You know, taking time out of our already busy schedule has been a problem for many of us youngsters, which is why we don't mind emptying our pockets in hopes that the immigration consultants will properly fill our applications. But instead, what happens is that they end up making the same mistakes that we could have actively done, like missing something out like signatures, or one of their staff members ending up improperly executing the process or whatnot. It mainly happens because they keep a track of several different applications at one point of time, which is why avoiding such silly mistakes pretty much becomes inevitable. So in such circumstances, why not take the responsibility of your application in your own good hands? But you must be wondering on how you can get the same expertise and skills about the sponsorship process as that of an immigration lawyer. So this will be my motive for today's video, guys, where I'll be introducing you all to a course that I came across a couple weeks ago. This course, or you can say a tutorial, has been properly laid down by a team of professionals representing the Immigroup network, whose main idea behind introducing this course is specifically to help out people who would like to sponsor their spouses on a PR, single-handedly, all by themselves. And the best part is, this course is absolutely free, no charges whatsoever. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so this is the course we will be talking about today. I've added a link in the description as well, so go open it up before we move ahead. So in the beginning, they talk about their mission of helping people put together their spousal sponsorship application all by themselves, and automatically saving them thousands of dollars in legal fees, because that way you're only required to pay the government fees, which is 1,050 Canadian dollars along with the 85 Canadian dollars for biometrics as applicable. And as mentioned here, the chapters covered in this course are laid down on a step-by-step basis, which is how they're very easy to understand. And right here, when you click on this link, it takes you to an all-in-one stop page where you will find all the forms needed to sponsor your spouse, along with the documents needed from both the sponsor and the applicant. And what I like the most about this self-help tutorial is that they also focus on explaining very minute details that even the official IRCC page doesn't care to explain. Take for example this payment process right here, which has been explained pretty nicely about different options on how you can pay for your application. And then down here you find all the supporting documents that the sponsor needs to submit from their end, like their PR or citizenship proof, their birth certificate, and all that stuff. And then down here, different options are explained in great detail on how the sponsor can provide proof of their income and all that stuff. And another thing that I really liked about this tutorial is that they have properly segregated each process based on the applicant and the sponsor, so that you don't end up confusing yourself on which document needs to be submitted by whom. Therefore, when you simply click on any of these populated options, it takes you directly to that explanation. And after that, when you click on this last option about this supporting document to be submitted by the sponsored person, you'll see that they have provided a crystal clear explanation about the identity documents based on the country you live in. So for example, if your spouse lives in India, they can get a proper explanation on what IDs they will need to submit, which is how they don't need to go on different websites figuring out what exactly needs to be done, eventually saving you both a ton of time. And that is one of the reasons why this tutorial is so much distinctive than any other tutorial you will find on the web. Now this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's go back to the main window and review all the procedures and processes that has been covered in this tutorial regarding the spousal sponsorship application. You see that they say here the volume of documents and the forms shouldn't be seen as a burden, but rather as a carefully laid out requirement that you fulfill one document and form at a time. So what they mean to say here is that each and every part of the process, every form, every document, every name on the application, every signature, in short, every single thing contributes a little to the completion of an application. And basically leaving out any one of it just brings your file come crashing down to rejection. Therefore, my recommendation, as well as the recommendation from the Immigroup, has always been about devoting special attention to your application without worrying about the time. because the more time you're putting in your file, the more are the chances of its approval, which is why they ask you to spend around 2 hours of your time carefully reviewing each step in their tutorial, which will save you more time when you actually apply. However, if you're thinking about putting up your application in a matter of few days, then you're most likely to miss out on certain key points. Honestly speaking, a genuine and fully complete application takes about a month or two, and sometimes even more to put together. And I'm telling this from my own personal experience. Other than that, if you're going to do this all by yourself, then you might need even more time. And the whole purpose of this tutorial we are covering today is just to train you on it beforehand to eventually save up all that time that you're unknowingly going to spend on confusion. So it is my recommendation to all the hopeful aspirants who are thinking about sponsoring their wife to go through this tutorial, even if you're planning to hire an immigration consultant, because you don't want to put all your trust in these experts. They are known to make mistakes as well. So basically, if you yourself are knowledgeable enough about this topic, then nobody can stop your application from getting approved. That said, let's get back to the tutorial by Immigrant Group, and let's take a quick look at the courses provided for spousal sponsorship application. And please note guys, this is all free of cost, no charges whatsoever. I don't know how this incredible piece of information is available online for free. So this tutorial has been further divided into 37 steps, and each step opens up in a new window that clearly talks about that specific topic. And as you can see here, everything from how to fill a form to how to put together your application to how to even get ready for an interview, which is usually a rare case, has been covered in this tutorial. These guys have not missed a single information, and I applaud them for that. Also, another thing that I really like the most is that they have added a feature of audio playing the contents of the topic. So if you guys are not much into reading, then you can definitely play it in your car, on your way to work, or in any of your free time. Trust me guys, if I had this opportunity available before I was about to sponsor my wife, I would have saved myself a pretty good amount of money. That being said, if you still come across any questions regarding your application along the way, then the Immigrant Group also have an option to be a part of their community forum, which is again free of cost. Here, you're only required to register yourself with an email, and in return, you get the facility to clear your doubts online by posting your queries and getting back expert advices from the members of the forum. This is generally a one-stop shop for all your needs. Alright guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, then please make sure to hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I've been posting videos specifically regarding the spousal sponsorship in Canada, and if you're one of those hopeful applicants, then please don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel. This will let me come up with even more informative content to help you all out. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate that. I'll see you again with another video. Till then, stay safe and keep watching Canadian Desi.